And I said, do you want to have fun? Fun. And I fell on the very last fun. So on the beat, right on my knees. And you probably won't pick it up on camera, that this is like about 2-3 weeks old.
This is the show where we answer your questions, but if it gets too deep, we say don't go there.
Hello, and welcome to another Don't Go There. I'm here with Erin Stillson.
Hello.
She is a former theme park performer.
A former theme, yes.
Yeah, you don't work at any theme parks right now.
No, I do not.
So, when did you realize that you wanted to be not a theme park performer, a performer in general?
I don't know if I ever really had that realization.
Didn't either.
My parents met in the theater. My dad was on the tech side and my mom was on stage. And so theater's just always been a part of, my childhood and growing up. I know specifically that I wanted to start ballet lessons when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
And we couldn't afford them for a while, so I didn't get official ballet lessons until 3rd grade. There's always been music and dancing and theater in the house, and I don't think I ever really considered any other career.
So were your parents' involved?
No.
Too bad, because then you would have been grandfathered in. That's what that last.
Yes.
I delete it. I just had to get it out. Sorry.
College. Did you go to college?
I went to college twice.
I know this.
I got my undergrad in vocal performance with a dance minor from the University of Central Florida. Go Knights!
Yes.
And then I took 2 years off. Wasn't sure if I was going to go to grad school, and then with the economy and everything else like that, I was like, well, it's time to go back to school. So went to get my master's at Roosevelt University in Chicago.
Oh, sweet.
Cool.
Yes.
See you, Roosevelt.
Yes, and
What's your master's in?
voice performance as well. Yes. So the majority of my studies has been mostly in classical and opera, and funny story is that I originally wanted to do musical theater. I originally wanted to major in that, and I got the BA. I didn't get the BFA. I got the BA, and my mother, in her wisdom, said, "Okay, well, the BA is not good enough. You need a BFA, so you're going to audition for the music department." Mm-hmm. And I did, and the rest is history.
So how did you two meet?
Oh, how did we meet? Well, we met through Singing in the Rain, officially.
Officially.
But we have a person in common.
Your sister.
My sister. My sister, Erin Stillson, who is also a performer.
She is. Brilliant, too.
Oh, God, yes.
She's great.
She doesn't think so, but yes, she is.
I know she doesn't think so. It kills me every day. Do you have any embarrassing moments from college, going back to college?
From college? Oh, God, I'm sure I do. I'm trying to think off the top of my head embarrassing moments. I don't really remember anything particularly embarrassing in public that scarred me for life or anything else like that. I do tend to be rather gullible in certain. People can tell me things, and I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Did you hear they took that out of the dictionary?
Huh?
They took that out of the dictionary.
He's cute.
Did you have any guest service jobs?
Oh, guest
before
service.
Performing? Anything guest facing, merchandise.
Oh,
food,
yeah. I've done retail. I've worked Bath and Body Works, Victoria's Secret. I got really interesting
stories. Any crazy stories from that?
Women need to just. I'm going to say this to all women, and I say this with love, okay? As someone who supports women and supports you in all your glory, please do not try to take off your bra in the middle of the store. I will take you to a fitting room so you can do that in private.
Well,
I'm just saying.
half of the male population is going to start hanging out at the store. And the other half
I've come up to women, and part of the whole spiel is we have to size them, and size them for a bra and all that other stuff like that. And women, they're just like, oh, can I just? Okay, well, I'll just start, and they just start taking off layer after layer, and I'm like, no. We can take you back here.
There is a place for
this. Yes. So no shaming, just saying.
And have you lived in Florida your whole life?
Minus the 2 years in Chicago for grad school, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, look at that.
Yes.
What was your audition experience for the parks, specifically?
Well, I've worked Universal and I've worked SeaWorld.
Mm-hmm.
And Universal was a character audition, and I remember going in there, and they have all the animation exercises, which is, they tell the story and you have to act it out.
Right, yeah.
And,
Which sometimes are really cute.
Which sometimes is a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And when I worked there, I think I was 20 at the time. I remember the training experience being several days long in training how to be a performer or a costume character. And then SeaWorld, I think it was because SeaWorld was for Sesame Street. So it was an actual show.
Right.
So we not only did the animation exercises, but we did, routines from the actual show. So those, on the whole, I don't find theme park auditions to be too terrible. I mean, it is a cattle call. You gotta be there for hours. You have to be there for hours. And and I've done several Disney auditions. I've never worked for Disney, but I have done several Disney auditions. And there was one audition where I just had to leave. I had voice students later that day, and I had been there for 5 hours already and still hadn't gone in.
Singer calls.
And so I finally I took my name off the list and I said, thank you very much, but I gotta go. Because I had already rescheduled 3 students, and I was like, I can't reschedule anymore. This is getting nuts.
Are there any shows at the parks that you have done that are now closed?
Yes. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if it's closed now, but I imagine it must be. I used to do the 80s rerun show as
Tina Turner.
Yes. I used to do the 80s rerun show that was in front of the Five-Old Playground area.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, that is closed.
But that is closed. And then with Sesame Street. Now, Sesame is still there, but the particular show that we did is no longer there.
Are there any shows that you have done outside of the theme parks? I already know the answer.
Yes, many. Well, Sending in the Rain, obviously.
Obviously.
With you, darling.
Yes.
Which you were awesome in. That was my introduction to you.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Yeah, you were so good.
Let's see, what other musicals have I done? Oh, Bye Bye Birdie. I've done Bye Bye Birdie twice.
But not just musicals, you've also done...
I've done operas,
Yes.
I did Barbara of Seville. I did Barbara of Seville twice. Once was a concert version and one was a full production.
Wow.
I've done Suor Angelica 3 times.
Wow.
The first production was my favorite by far.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. So this is terrible that I can't really remember my resume at the moment.
The Student Prince.
Student Prince,
We saw you in that.
That's right, you did see me in Student Prince, yes.
Wait, have
Yes.
you not done La Traviata or...
I have done Traviata.
You have?
Yeah.
And Aida?
I haven't done Aida. I've done the choral stuff, but I haven't actually been in a production of Aida. What other? I've been in Magic Flute.
Oh, I love Magic Flute. That's
actually how I got.
Actually.
That's how I really got more into classical music because, obviously with ballet and stuff like that, I always had instrumental classical music as a background.
Right.
But I was about 14, I think. I was a freshman in high school, and I had just started lessons. I think I'd only been in voice lessons for maybe a year. And my mom saw the note of an audition posting for the Magic Flute with First Coast Opera in St. Augustine, which is still there and is thriving. I'm so happy to say.
That's cool, yeah.
It really is.
That's amazing.
I love St. Augustine.
So, out of the shows that you have done outside of the parks, which one was your favorite?
It's in recent memory, so that helps. But it's gotta be Singing in the Rain.
Do you have an onstage fail?
An onstage fail?
Yes.
Oh, I have so many.
Is there one that sticks out for you?
Well, I can tell you about one that's most recent.
Okay.
I currently perform at Capone's dinner show, and we use a lot of music from different musicals and such like that. So we were doing we're doing Big Spender from Sweet Charity.
Yeah.
And there's a portion where we've got these front steps that come off of the, off of
Stage.
the stage. And the choreography is to, when we get to the do you wanna have fun, 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 we step on each step and we walk down the stairs. And I said, do you wanna have fun, fun, and I fell on the very last fun, so on the beat, right on my knees. And you probably won't pick it up on camera, that this is like about 2-3 weeks old.
Oh,
but yeah,
gosh.
that's, and on this knee as well. Just, bruises.
Hilarious.
The great part was, though, that as I jumped right back up for the laugh. So do you want to have fun, fun, fun? How about a few laughs? And I jumped up.
So, continuing, do you have a dream role?
I do, actually.
Yes.
Well, first of all, anything Sondheim.
I love Sondheim.
Anything Sondheim. But I really would like to do Dot at some point from Sunday in the Park with George.
Oh my gosh,
I would love to do Dot. And I would love to do Fosca from Passion.
Oh my gosh,
But
yes.
that's way in future for me.
Right, of
because
course.
Obviously, I'm not at that point. No.
You can't play that.
There's a show that I desperately want to do with my sister that was sadly taken off Broadway last year. It Should Have Been You.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
And I want so badly to do that with
Yeah.
Megan.
So now we have graduated to the Twitter questions.
Ooh.
We asked you guys for questions, and you guys sent some, and these are dire to your career. You must answer these correctly.
Okay.
Yes. Where do you buy your clothes?
Well, most recently I have been buying at Old Navy. Forever 21, but it depends entirely on the season. I'm sorry, the 90s should not come back. They just shouldn't.
How do you make a good pun?
Oh.
Yes!
How do I make that? That's literally a Twitter question?
It is a question from Twitter. They asked that on Twitter.
How do I make a good pun? I guess just trying to observe what's around me.
What banana do you like better, apple or grapefruit?
What banana do you like?
Banana.
That's the question.
Apple or grapefruit? Well, I definitely don't like grapefruit. Well, then apple. Yes.
Okay.
I'm so
Your
confused
favorite
by that
banana is
question.
apple. I know, I am too.
So confused.
Can socks with sandals ever be okay?
No.
Okay. White puppy so cute.
She said white puppy.
White puppy so cute.
Why are puppies so cute? Because they are.
They're adorable.
It's
It's
the
so you
little-
don't murder them.
The little nose and like the way that the fur is shaggy around. It's just, I'm sorry.
I
It's
thought you
adorable.
said-
I'm currently obsessed with dachshunds.
Oh.
I like there's a dachshund that I follow on Instagram, King Kingsley.
And the question we ask everyone, if you could be a theme park attraction from Disney or Universal, which attraction would you be and why?
Oh, that's unfair. There's so many good ones.
I know, they're all really good. Not all. A lot of them are really good.
You could be here for ages. I'm a classicist when it comes to theme park stuff. I like the new stuff, but I like the old stuff too. So
That's so surprising.
I would have to say that if I could be one of those little French dolls with the can in
So, do you have any public social media?
other than my private stuff, I do have a Facebook page, but it is horribly out of date. So I would not recommend. Come back in like 6 months.
Okay, well, we
Erin
will.
Elizabeth Stillson, mezzo soprano. Come back in 6 months on Facebook.
Yes.
And it'll be good.
Yes. And I have social media, welcome. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Musical.ly, and Facebook, all at endsleyellis. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and comment what you would like to see next time, and we will see you later.